right. We're doing a show. Hi. Welcome to That Show with Matt Giles. I'm your host, Wyliford B. Hayes. As always, I'm joined by my friends Joel Wilmot and Mason Reed. Hey, if you like this show, click that follow button. If you like any of the shows that Brickolage Studios is bringing you on this Twitch channel, hit that follow button. If it's mobile, hit the heart. You'll get notified when we go live, which is what I was just looking at down here, seeing if notifications were going out. I think they are. It's great. So you know when we're live. You can watch all the great shows. We got This Is Mason on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Man, last week, that was a great show. Had a lot of callers. It's good stuff. We have Tim's Tavern live every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Oh, now you're getting repeat. Oh, hold please. Hold please. I'm a professional broadcaster, I promise. I'm not. Yeah, Tim's Tavern live. Wednesday, Fridays at 4 p.m., Sundays at 11:30 a.m. Although this Sunday, it's going to be at 7 p.m. because we've got a special guest from Japan who didn't want to be in the middle of the night playing. Yeah, click the follow button. It's great. I'm going to bring on Joel and Mason because I got not much going on. Hope you're all safe and happy at home, though. No! Mason, your face got stuck.
Oh, were we on?
Well, I don't never know. There's people watching.
I have to. That's my resting face. And if I focus, I can get it right.
You guys know this. The viewers at home don't, but I screenshot that resting face every time you sign off, and I could make a coffee table book of just different faces.
Oh, good.
Yeah. It's pretty solid. It's been a long week for some reason. What'd you guys do?
Oh, just broke my ass bone.
You were talking about that before the show. How do you break your ass bone?
It's called a coccyx, Wiley.
Whoa,
and
kids, cover your ears.
Tailbone. It's commonly known as a tailbone. It's at the bottom of your spine. Just at the top of your butt crack, scientifically speaking. And if you go running and you haven't run in a while and you have bad shoes and you're 42 years old, sometimes you can hurt yourself. Mm-hmm. And now I can't really stand up or sit down very well. And I'm taking ibuprofen and using CBD arnica ointment.
Yeah. I mean...
Yeah. And I woke up at 4:00 this morning in like excruciating pain because something had worn off. Man, I didn't think I was going to be able to get out of bed today. It took me like 45 minutes I thought I was just going to pee the bed.
It's funny because you made it out of bed. It wouldn't be funny if you couldn't get out of bed and pee.
I did make it, and I actually did not pee the bed, but it was a close call.
I hate those days. I have back trouble that... sometimes my back is just like, you're not getting out of bed.
Yeah. Like, no, not today.
I think a lot of people have a Mountain Dew bottle next to their bed just for those reasons.
Oh, wow. I never thought about that. I used to do, when I was on tour, I used to keep a gallon jug. I mean, I guess I could have used a Mountain Dew bottle, but number one, I pee a lot. And number two, it'd have to be a wide mouth Mountain Dew bottle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like a stormtrooper. You got bad aim.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Well, this is going swimmingly so far.
It's a great show. I think the best one yet. Yeah. For the two viewers that are out there, hi, Mom.
Yeah.
This is probably the last show for a little while. I'm actually gonna be working for the next 5 weeks for a paid gig, so I'm gonna be doing that. But never fear, Tim's Tavern Live is gonna continue on. We're gonna keep doing those, and I'm pretty certain we're gonna keep doing This Is Mason's. So it's just this show, and then at the end of 5 weeks, we'll see about if it's coming back or where or when. Anyway. Well, I'm sorry you broke your coccyx. That's a bummer.
Oh, it'll be back tomorrow. I hope.
That's quick.
I'm just trying to take it easy today. It's hard to take it easy, man, because I don't really ever stop moving around, and can't really just sit still and rest and just feel okay with that. I start to feel guilty.
Yeah, I know.
If I'm not working on something, but I've been trying to read books or something just to make myself feel okay.
Smart. I know people like that. I am not one of those people. I can sit pretty well.
God, I wish I.
Well, I feel the guilt a lot, but I don't care too much. I have
really what you
and internalize it. I
really
store
all
it
you
all
need
until it makes snap.
Yeah. Really, all you need is just someone to say, it's okay, just rest. You don't have to do anything today. Just rest,
Yeah.
But I always feel bad. I'm like, I got to go. I mean, the weed whacking needs to get done. And it's like a constant process out here. And that's my job. And I got to cook. I'm also the cook on the ranch. So it's like, I got people, and my sister's like, don't worry about it. Just take it easy today. But, it's just that that helps that, somebody else says, just take a load off. Don't worry about it. Then that tends to relieve some of my anxiety about not producing enough on a daily basis.
Sure.
Well, that's good.
I'm not going to tell you that until after Tim's live, but
yeah. Well, I could sit here just fine. It's going to be hard for me to get up and get another beer during the breaks.
Just stock up early. Have them right next to you.
I'm going to have to bring a few out early. That's a good idea.
Don't forget the ice bucket.
Yeah, and a koozie.
Yeah.
Keep it cold.
I drink it on ice. Yeah.
Yeah, on ice.
Light beer on ice, man. Delicious.
Okay.
It's a little weird, honestly.
Take your word for it.
Everybody says that, but whatever. Miller Lite, glass of ice.
Yeah, I'll drink beer on ice if it's like a concoction, like a Caribbean,
like a shandy,
or no, I hate shandies, but yes, that's the idea. But like a Caribbean punch or like a michelada, like that's,
micheladas are good.
Oh, they're so good. But like the Caribbean version of that is citrus juices, a citrus punch with a lager, and they're refreshing and delicious, and they're watered down, so you can drink more than a couple, and you won't even notice it. So it's great on a sunny day on a deck.
Yeah, I think that's why I drink a Caribbean punch. What is it? What's in it? A beer?
Citrus, a lager, a light lager, like a pale lager,
right?
And
orange juice,
and citruses. Usually like a mix, like a little lime and a lemon, and something else, kind of like sangria, only not with red wine.
I had a friend that used to drink something. She used to drink Pacifico, but she liked it with orange juice in it, like a splash of orange juice, kind of similar to lime. Yeah.
Yep. No.
Caribbean.
Yeah. Yeah, I love them. There's a little Caribbean joint down in the south of Market area in San Francisco, like a small place, hole in the wall, but they had this like rad little back deck that was hidden because it's like city buildings with this little thing, and they had this like little shaft of open space in the buildings where they had a little deck back there, and they could seat like 3 tables. And the only people that knew about it were the people that worked down there and a handful of others. And they had like 1 seat by the counter in front. So you walk in. It's one of those places where you walk in and you order your food, and then you take your plate with you, or you take it to go. So you could only sit like 4 or 5 two tops in the whole place.
I love those secret restaurants. Cool. There was a place like that, and it was on the Lido in Orange County, in like Newport area, the Lido Peninsula or whatever, down there by the water. It was called Sabatino's, I think it's called. But you have to park, and then you kind of have to like walk along the docks to find the place. You can't get to it by car. You have to go on foot, and it's out on the water. But they make their own homemade like sausage and Italian. It's Italian, and they make all their everything from scratch, and it's like olive tapenade and breakfast sausages. They just had the best brunch, everything homemade, and I mean, only people that knew about it were the people that like lived on their boats or lived in the neighborhood. And we used to drive. We actually used to drive like 10 miles to go eat there because it was so good. Somebody had told us about the secret.
Now I'm hungry.
That's like our trips to In-N-Out in Tascadero.
Oh man,
yeah.
Yeah, we were so deprived. There was no In-N-Out for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just get a cold
It's
double
right. It's
double.
right. It's
and it was
right
so
there next to the
delicious.
campus now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so close now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little further than
Yeah.
the Carl's Jr. You got to walk like 2 extra blocks. But
Right. Yeah.
Cool.
Santa Maria, the reason I stopped being vegetarian. When I showed up there, I was vegetarian for like 5 years.
Wow.
And I showed up there and I got so sick of eating those bean burritos over at Taco Bell that I couldn't take it anymore. I was like,
that's fair.
and the meat there is just so good. I was just like, fuck it. Like I love it. So
Yeah.
never
The
went back.
tri-tip.
Tri-tip. That's the way to go.
Dude, church chicken and tri-tip. Oh my God. It's so good. So good. I miss that stuff.
I try to make that all the time. Tri-tip. And then some pinquito beans.
See, I was gonna order beans yesterday, day before, both actually. God damn it, cat. The cat knocks something off. The dog's gonna pick it up and chew on it.
Uh-huh.
It's a whole thing. Yeah. And now she's just staring at it, waiting for the dog to come by. Yep. And Pepper just picked it up.
Nice.
Excuse me for a second before my dog chokes.
All right. Yeah, you know a place called Jocko's, Mason?
No.
This
Little cap. It's in Nipomo, and it's like the steakhouse around Santa Maria and all those areas. And they have a little
Where
Jocko's.
did we used to go? The Santa Maria Inn or something? Wasn't that the steakhouse?
I mean, I went there
For the
times.
fancy dinner? I never went there, but that's where you go for like a fancy.
Yeah.
they did have an upscale side. I only went there for the bar.
I always just went to Red
yeah.
Lobster.
They would do
So the Red Lobster, yeah, biscuits, the cheddar
Mashed
biscuits,
potatoes.
the
crab
yeah,
linguine, Alfredo. Oh god, fucking love Red
that was so
Lobster.
fun.
They do a good job over there at the Red Lobster.
mostly I thought
Yeah, it was
Santa Maria Inn was
karaoke at the
karaoke.
Santa Maria Inn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like, it was always fun to go.
Yeah,
in there
but
with, like all the old timers, and then a crew of like 10 of you actors and 2 of us stagehands, and like they would come in and they would sit and they all be kind of like downplay it and then go up and just own the room for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Liam Borghese up there leading the way, like just like belting as and just like all the cowgirls and cowboys were like, oh
Yeah.
school's off tonight.
Yeah.
It's true. I think you had to be 21 to get in. I think I went once, but I didn't go a lot because I was 19 years old.
Yeah.
We were so young back then.
Yeah. Just a baby.
I was over 21. What's up, Bob? Stop.
Yeah. Joel's old, everybody.
I was old. I was
really
old man. Yeah. 2 people older than me there. That's it. In our classes.
Oh, really?
I think Matt Smith. I think I might have been. We were close to each other. And then what was the woman's name? Veronica. Yeah.
She was like 50. We had this.
I think she was
in
a couple years older than me. But that's
we had a theory that she was just like in the witness protection program or something because she was just so weird. Like, and she would like just keep to herself. And she showed up her class, and we're like, "What are you doing here, hanging out with a bunch of 18-year-olds?" And you're like 50.
Is this why I don't really remember her? I mean, you were both a year ahead of me, but
she was.
Yeah, she was an art group.
Huh. If you ever had her in a class or saw her in audition, she was crazy, man. She was awesome.
I would have said that she was like an escaped Mormon or an escaped J-Dub or an escaped Amish woman. Like it was trippy. She'd wear those weird little House on the Prairie outfits.
Yeah,
this all sounds very familiar.
Yeah, she was very naive. That's true. Yeah, she was extremely naive, but it was the oldest out of all.
Our first show was Oliver, right? And so she was one of the cast as one of the bar dancers, barroom gals, and the women would play 4 different scenes, and they would go back and forth between the housemaids and the tavern girls, the tavern wenches. And so they would get strapped into these corsets for the tavern wenches every other act. So they in and out of corsets. So I was working wardrobe for that show. I'm down in the VOMs, and for the very first day of tech, they all know they have this like big super fast change, right? But none of them know who's going to be down there to help them. So they all come, and Leanne had the scene before, and she comes down and she starts laughing. She's like, "Wait, you're the wardrobe?" I'm like, "Yep." And they all come sprinting down, and I'm standing there, and these 4 women have to get it. So it was, oh God, who was the skinny redhead girl, short red hair, year before
Tiffany?
us?
Well,
not Tiffany Cole, the other gal in that crew. And then why am I blanking on her name?
I don't know. This is before my time.
Chrissy's daughter. God, she's singing with Smokey Robinson now. What is she doing?
yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Anyways, three of them. It's like it's a crew of 4 of them come running down there, and they all just froze. And they're all trying to get into their corsets by themselves, and they wouldn't let me tie them up. And I'm like, I'm here to help. Let me know if you need anything. And they're like trying to hide, and they're trying to hide behind things. And like, the entire text freezes to a complete halt. And they're like, "What's taking so long?" They're like,
It's Joel's fault.
And then, yeah, totally. And so then they're like, I'm like, "Yeah, just get in them and I'll tie you." By the end of that run, it became a competition of who could get tied in tighter.
Ouch.
They were I had my knee in their back and cinching them up, and we got a note somewhere in the middle of the run to like stop it because 2 of them were popping out.
Yeah,
but it was
a little too much.
It got hilarious. But she was one of them. It was hilarious. Like, and she never quite relaxed. I got to like I would get to her, and like I would like one of the girls would help like lace her up, and then I would finish tying her off, and then she'd run out on stage. But yeah, she never got okay with it. It was really funny. Oh, good times. That was my favorite part of that show.
All right.
Yep. Oliver.
Joel, I'm wearing a shirt you gave me today.
I see it. Makes me weep a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep. 61st. Yep. Just got announced yesterday.
They canceled it?
No jazz festival. Yep. No jazz festival this year. First time in since
80 years?
1958. 1958 was the first one.
Wow.
Yeah. We just lost our continuous. Our claim to fame has been the oldest continuous jazz festival in the world.
Well, you still would be because nobody else is continuing, right? So you still have the title.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, everybody's starting up at the same time again.
Newport Jazz is like 1 year older, maybe 2, and they had to stop twice, once in the 70s and once in the 80s for money. Playboy Jazz had to stop once, maybe I think in the 80s for financial reasons. So that was our claim to fame. But even like Montreux and a couple others have all had to stop. Yeah,
it's a bummer.
Yep.
Yeah, it would be hard to get everybody together.
Yeah, and they're on the cusp of like the dates of when it's supposedly feasible, but not physically feasible.
Right.
There's no way they would. There was no way they would be able to figure out the distancing plan and all that kind of crap. Without testing, it's not going to happen.
Well, I don't think we're getting testing full anywhere except the White House.
It's got to happen sometime. Like that's.
Yeah, I noticed all the doctors were wearing masks today, and the idiots weren't because they've all gotten.
Mm-hmm.
All the ball that's spreading in the White House now. So
yeah. Well, Fauci's Isn't he self quarantining?
He was but he was there today.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's done.
Exactly.
He's done quarantining.
Well,
I guess so. He was there.
He's got to go. He's got to be there to keep the lunatics from denying what he
Destroying the
says.
world. Yeah.
You know, he's like, if he's not there, they start preaching about how duplicitous he is. Like, and then now it's, you know, once he's there, they don't talk smack about him.
I'm surprised at how
just smarter than
calm he's been the whole time. And like, even when it sounds like
right
contradictory messages, he's like, no, it's the same message. It's like, how is it the same message? He says,
I mean, he's trying to do the right thing, and he's trying to stay in there for as long as possible. That's the impression I get.
Yeah.
He just knows that like somebody's got to be in there talking so good, telling the world, like, you know, be smart.
Yeah. Be safe.
No.
That reaction came when Trump said something about he was introducing William Barr of the Justice Department or whatever, or the Intelligence Department. And he said, some people would call it the deep state. Oh, I don't know about that, but here he is. And that's when Fauci was like, oh my God. He kind of started laughing at first, and then he realized he was laughing and was like, oh no, I gotta.
Oh, I didn't realize it was about deep state.
He covered his face because he started chuckling because Trump said something about he was introducing the head of the intelligence, and he goes, yeah, the deep state, if that's what some people call it. And then Fauci started chuckling. He was like, ha 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 ha. And then he looked at somebody in the crowd and was like, "Oh no, like I'm on TV right now."
Yeah, he's like, he looks up, he's like, "Oh yeah, reporters,
right.
shit,
right?
Yeah.
They're all around."
I don't do this every day. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was good.
Mason, did you get that thing open? What are you working on?
No, I can't. I'm gonna have to watch an unboxing video to figure out how to lift this lever up.
In the black and white, it's hard to see what that is. So where do you wear that?
On your wrist.
On your wrist. Oh, it is. Okay.
And then it's got this little thing, I guess, that goes on top of it, and you wear it on your wrist, and then it Bluetooths to your phone, saves all your data. So if you go for a run or something, it'll like track how far you went, and then when you get back to your phone, and then I guess the sleep tracking on it is supposed to be like second to none. The way it tracks if you're sleeping, how many times you're waking up in the middle of the night, you know.
You ever worry about giving all that information to a company?
Oh, I don't care.
Corporation? All right.
Yeah, no, that doesn't bother. None of that stuff. It doesn't bother me because, I mean, it's anonymous and I get more out of it than, I mean, if somebody wants to like, I mean, you know, if somebody wants to put a camera in my shower, like, have at it. Good luck. Enjoy the show.
Tune in next week for Mason's shower cam.
You're welcome, spies and social media companies.
Yeah. Oh, my dog woke up.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, I don't have much, but I do have a few memes. You want to look at some memes?
Yeah.
All right. It is time for meme review.
Excellent. Much better than that god-awful song. Hello? Oops. Sorry.
You didn't like that song?
No, I love the song. I'm just being an asshole for the sake of entertainment.
It wasn't a good song. I like that I didn't remember if I had unticked the echo button, so I had to like quietly laugh at the joke. And then
it would have been like, yeah. That would have been great.
All right, I'll try it. I don't know that this is a meme. It seems like somebody's notes, Perry. But
yeah, Linda Perry's to-do list.
Yeah, I love Linda Perry. I think she's awesome.
She's phenomenal. What a career too, as a producer and a songwriter. She's written some great songs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that she wrote one of Christina Aguilera's big songs. Now I've forgotten it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
One of her biggest songs. One of the best songs ever written.
Yeah.
That song is an anthem. It's fantastic.
And she does she guested on a podcast with Rick Rubin and somebody else. I forget the name of it now. But she talks about the process of that and how she had Christina Aguilera sing it without really knowing it. Like the first time through, just sing it, just see what happens. And then she really enjoyed that take, and Linda Perry did. But then Christina Aguilera goes home, learns the song, comes back with all these, like, I don't know, what's it called, vocal runs and everything, like, that she's really good at. And Linda Perry was like, no, that's not the song. The song is vulnerable. The song is like soft. The song is this. And I think Christina Aguilera was a little like reluctant to release it the way they made it. But it's a fucking great song.
Mm-hmm. Well, as talented as she is, it always amazed me when Christina Aguilera would perform, because she always looked to me like she was pushing so hard and trying so hard to belt out these notes. And it's like, you can get the notes. You don't have, you could take it back 20% and blow people's minds.
Yeah.
You know, it's a common thing for a performer to want to, like, you want to take the energy level.
It's a common thing for singers that can sing at that level. It get from pop belters to opera stars. Like, you know, they're always striving to reach the unattainable note for themselves. And it's like, well, you sound like you're in pain. If you hurt, then I hurt. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
You know, tenors.
It's also
tenors
about like energy level. When you're, you know, when you're in control of the whole crowd and you want to bring the energy level or match the energy level, you don't realize that you can do that with, like, as a performer, you can match the energy level or inspire everybody energetically with about 80% of your effort. But as a lot of especially young performers, you want to like give 120% and blow people out of the mouth, but that's just too much. People can't handle it. I had this old guy, Richie Ferrangi, he used to say that to me all the time. He was an actor. He'd say, "You always got to save a little something for yourself, kid. Don't give them everything. Never give them everything. Always keep a little piece for yourself at the end of the night."
That's good advice. Yeah.
It's great advice. And I didn't really understand it until I got older, but now I do. I think he passed away. He was an actor. He was in Midnight Run. I think he played like one of the he played like one of the mobsters that was chasing him or something. He always played a mobster, but he had a nice little career for himself. He had a nice house in Laguna Niguel, and he was a good friend.
Wake in the morning and I step outside. Okay. Oh yeah, a little Finding Nemo. Summer Vacation 2020.
Yeah.
I like all the fish in the bags.
Very real.
Yeah. Supposedly Disneyland and Disney World are taking reservations for July. Seems early.
Great.
Yeah. Glad they're optimistic.
We got to thin the herd.
I don't. Do you have that? Did I send you that meme of Darwin?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's like, go ahead, go for it.
No, it's like it's just the classic photo of Darwin's portrait, and at the bottom it says, "I got this."
Nice.
I saw one that was a photo of Darwin, and it said, "Yes, you can go to the beach." Absolutely. You not only can you, but you should.
You should.
I've been refraining from saying these things, but god damn, it's true. It's like, you dumb fucks.
The problem is they're not going to get sick. They're just going to be carriers and get other people sick. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's probably the luck. The way the luck shakes out, I think you're right. I mean, we're not going to get.
The problem comes when people who are smart, people like us who are smart enough to stay home, get taken off unemployment and are forced to go back to work in unsafe environments. Like, even if they told me tomorrow I could open up my bar, we would have to open up for financial reasons, but it would be totally unsafe. It wouldn't be like, I don't understand that. Like the thing in Wisconsin,
how do you open your bar and make enough money? Well, how do you limit your customers like to 50% of what you did before?
You can't. You can't make a living. And then you can't make a living doing that. No. That's a whole nother thing. But I mean, I'm just talking about the safety. Like, there's going to be people that are like, okay, you're off unemployment. You got to come back to work in the warehouse at the Tyson chicken plant. And you got to come back to work in the warehouse. Your furlough is over. Come back to work. And then you're like, well, I don't want to go back to work because everyone's got corona at work. They just tested 1,000 people and 800 of them had it. Like, why would I go back to work? But you have no choice because you have to work to live. That's when it's going to become a problem.
Yeah.
That's when people are going to start getting wacky.
This is why we need Star Trek. We just need a world without money.
Or door handles.
Or door handles. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That was a meme from a long time ago. I was like, why are there no door handles in the future? And they're like, it was because of the quarantine or the pandemic of 2020. It was Captain Picard talking to somebody.
I like that you didn't send that in for our meme review.
Oh, I see so many memes I forget sometimes.
But that was a good one.
Yeah, we don't do good memes on meme review. We only do like terrible ones. I didn't want to raise the bar too high.
It's so true.
That's actually
Then we'd be
really
on the
funny.
line. Then
like
we'd be on the line to do good every time. If you consistently give a half-ass effort, no one expects you. No one expects.
Save a little something for yourself.
That's right.
Hammerhead shark and a dolphin. Look, I found a mask.
Yeah.
Dolphin says those are shorts. I'm like,
yeah.
That's so good. I like
No.
hammerhead sharks.
I think
Really cool.
I do like hammerhead shark too. I think Mason's right though. We don't do good memes.
Is that dog having a fit?
That's Pepper. Yeah, she's trying to bark at I don't know, UPS truck, mail truck, whatever. And she's standing at the window on the couch, looking out the window, and she knows she's going to get in trouble if she barks loud. So she does this little like woof 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 woof.
That's
Like
awesome.
half. Yeah, looking at me now, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's
She looks
hilarious.
over and be like, "Am I in trouble?" Is okay?
That's like Elvis.
Is this okay?
Yeah, that's like my dog Elvis. He'll bark, and I'll say, "Shh, no barking," and he'll go, "Woof."
Totally. She chuffs at me. She does it all the time. I'm like, "Hey, stop
Yeah.
it." She goes.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not really a bark, right?
My dog
does it
likes
all
to
the time.
bark
Stares me
when
right
we're
in the eye.
walking, only until other dogs are barking, and then once other dogs are barking, she's like, "Yeah, I got him going."
Nice.
Yeah.
The instigator.
Yep. All right. Last meme. I like this. The glasses I need to get through the rest of 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reposted that one on Facebook. That one's so good.
Yeah.
I think those guys
me
were
up.
doing some kind of live streams or something again.
Oh,
Did
were
I
they?
see that?
Mystery Science Theater 3000?
Yes. They were
Yeah, I
doing
don't remember
some,
what it
Facebook
was.
Live watch parties.
Oh, that'd be kind of fun. Jill,
I
you
never
muted
really
yourself.
got. I mean, I don't want to offend anybody, but I never really got into that show. I didn't.
No?
I loved it. I just didn't really watch a lot of it. I watched some, but I really liked those guys and I appreciated their style. Yeah, I thought that was really funny.
My attention
Weren't they
span is
also
so
the guys
short
that
now
did
that I have
the-
trouble watching.
Was it them or was it just a different company that you put the two together that did the animated shorts movie tour?
Don't know.
Was it them?
Don't know.
Do you remember that? Like, no, you probably.
Yeah.
no, it's
Are you
still
talking
around.
about what was it called though? It's called like the Despicable Tour or it was called something fest, the film
Yeah.
fest.
Yeah, and it was like they had like 20 animated shorts, and they would go around and hit all the big cities, and they'd play at like in San Francisco they played at the Palace of Fine Arts. They didn't play at movie houses like here they would play at our SIFF theater kind of thing.
Yeah, that's where Ren and Stimpy started, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, what was
Yeah,
the
and
name of
Pixar
that?
got to
festival?
start. All the guys from Pixar. Here, I'm gonna
It was
Google
called like Deranged, or like it was something like that, like Deranged Fest or Deranged Animation Fest, or
This
some
sounds
word
familiar. Like Mike
Yeah.
Judge, was he part of that too?
probably.
Yeah.
maybe all these names that I'm like now like, oh yeah, these guys are famous now.
Those guys are famous.
It was called.
I don't remember.
I can't remember. It was something like that. It was like deranged or ridiculous or crazy or freak fest, freak show, film fest or something like that.
Let me see.
God,
But
there's
like
a lot of them
cartoons.
now. Holy crap! Yeah, but it was like the remember the Birds on a Wire animation where like
Sick and Twisted
all the
Festival?
birds sit on the wire.
Sick and
There
Twisted.
you go.
Yeah.
That was it.
You know, while you are the master at operating the Googles, I'm always impressed at how fast you pull this stuff out of your ass. I mean, out of the internet.
Thanks. I try.
Well,
My mom, growing up, always used to tell me, "You don't have to know everything. You just have to know how to figure it out." So
my dad's buddy told me you don't have to memorize it as long as you know where to look it up.
yeah, sort of thing.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah,
Um,
I've used that a lot.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. It does not work for trigonometry. It doesn't. You have to memorize the whole first fucking semester.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the second semester sucks.
Yeah.
Other than that,
It works for all the rest. Like trig, though, it hurt me bad. I didn't like trig very much.
A
All right.
squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Pythagorean
that's
theorem.
algebra.
That's
But
good.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's really all you need.
Yeah.
It's
I like the visuals of that one
one of
where you
them for
actually
sure.
see the fluid of a squared. Like on each side of the triangle, they have a square, and then there's fluid in it, and the two small ones fill the big one. It's just whatever. If I had it, it'd make more sense. But yeah. Math. A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Porn.
Yeah.
Pornhub.com/Pythagoras.
Mackenzie came out
There's probably
the other
a
day
page.
with her science homework, and they're breaking down molecular formulas. You know, Cl2,
Yeah.
Na3, you know, like that kind of thing. And they're converting them. And so they're, you know, you take on one side of the equation you have it and it's messed up, and you convert it so that it's correct. And it's a system that I've completely forgotten. But she came out and she's like, "Look at it!" And I'm like, she's got it nailed. And she came out super stoked about it, and I was like super impressed. I was like, "Wow, look at you, little math science whiz."
Yeah.
She's standing right over there as I'm talking about it.
We've established that she's the smartest one, though. We already knew this.
Of all of us,
Definitely.
of all of us, yes,
Definitely
yeah.
the smartest one in that
Although,
house.
you know, Lucy in her curmudgeonness sometimes pulls one out of her hat. Like, you know,
Yeah.
she's no slouch. She just hides it better.
She just hides in bed.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Her sophomore year was not stellar. Her junior and senior year, though,
Nice.
she kills it.
None of my
Yeah.
school years were stellar, so it's all right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
2.4. That was me.
nice.
Sorry, I
Nice.
shouldn't joke because it probably wasn't a joke.
Yeah, ask me what my SAT score was though.
Did you take your SATs? I don't know.
You took yours?
I did.
Yeah.
I didn't take mine.
Yeah,
I
I
took
got
the
like
practice.
1350 on it or a 1380. I did really good on it.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah.
Didn't
I
study.
think my practice,
was
my English practice
hungover.
was good.
Was still drunk. I think I was still drunk when I took it. I was drinking beer all night. We were studying.
Yeah,
Mhm.
studying. I
Yeah.
didn't take it because we went to a junior college. They didn't need it, and then by the time I got to
Me
my
too.
actual college degree, they didn't want it.
Yeah, I took
No,
it
you
because
don't-
I
you
was
don't
supposed
take
to
them
go to Santa Clara and something got really messed up. I was
Yeah.
like, I had a scholarship to Santa Clara, but then I didn't get accepted at the last minute. It was weird.
It is weird. Man, you would have known a bunch of friends of mine. There's
Yeah,
a
me
whole
too.
bunch of
Theater
people up here.
department.
Well, you wouldn't
Yeah.
know my friends because they're older, but yeah.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
some
LB
Santa Clara
Morse.
folk.
He designed at the Rep a lot. He's a good friend of mine.
He went to Santa
there.
Clara?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're a costume designer. She's out at where she's I think Carnegie right now. Andrea Gross. She worked at the opera in San Jose.
Mm.
She went there.
But
Yeah.
instead, you got stuck
Yeah,
with us,
keep it
Mason.
Oh, well, sometimes things work out for the best, don't they?
No.
Yeah, and all we have is memories.
All right.
Is the pan hot?
What else? Is there anything else we need to put online before we take a 5-week or more break from
So
that show?
much, but, you know, I don't know.
It was really good at entertaining all 4 people for the last couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been great. I didn't promote this show anywhere, so there's fewer viewers than normal.
Oh,
I
good.
did- Yeah. You know,
It's like as opposed
We
to
like the mellow vibe. We
promoting
like
it.
to.
yeah, it's just me and my mom instead of me, my mom, and like 2 other people.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, I got them written down somewhere. Christopher Lee and Sonny Quokane, Kayla Carrington, and Gifted Youngstars. They're going to be the guests today.
Hip hop. I think it's a hip hop show.
Nice. That'll be fun.
The whole show, or
We'll
or
see.
just
Evidently, no. Yeah, I think the whole show's hip hop show, but evidently, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I like that Tim's has like such a varied.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, no,
Amount
I
of
love the
acts.
hip hop side of it. I'm just talking about the communication side. It doesn't seem like anybody is going to be at soundcheck. They haven't even figured it out yet. So
All right, well that'll be fun.
it might be
I just
a
had a
nightmare.
thought.
What's
I
your thought?
remember. So you were talking about Rick Rubin earlier.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the Beastie Boys documentary
No, not
on
yet.
Apple?
Not yet.
So good. It's so good. But it has sort of changed my opinion of Rick Rubin. I was
Oh,
like,
that he
I
is
was
not
like-
as cool
I thought-
as we think.
I always thought they were like super tight even today, you know.
Uh-huh.
No, he was he and
Russell
what's his
Simmons.
fuck? Russell Simmons. They were complete assholes.
That's a
To
bummer.
the Beastie Boys.
Hmm.
They wrote him. They milked that party boy thing and drove him. And then as soon as the Beastie Boys came back and said we want to do something that's less misogynistic and terrible, they dumped him and they sued him. And there's all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
Like, I was like, oh, you're kind of douches when you were young. Yeah,
That's a bummer.
I was kind of bummed out about it. But then I was also really stoked that they found their voice because those albums were some of the most important albums in my world.
For sure. And
Starting with Paul's Boutique on,
oh yeah, that's classic.
because they stopped playing music because of the frat boy. So they started you'll see it in the documentary, and it's not telling you, but that frat boy thing. They started out making fun of it, became them.
Right.
And then it was Ad Rock who said, "Yeah, I can't do this anymore." And so, and then 6 years later, they came out with Paul's Boutique,
Wow.
and then
awesome.
everything changed.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's so good. Love that shit.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
Rick Rubin went on to produce everybody, and like
He's
hit after
a
hit after
genius,
hit
and I
after
love
hit.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like and he's now like some super Buddhist and stuff, and like I'm pretty sure he's a much different person. He's also crazy, stupid rich, and can
Right. Yeah.
save the world, you know, by drinking kombucha. But like I still love like what he's touched, and everything he produces is great. You know,
Yeah.
like he's a master.
Well, that Johnny Cash, the American albums.
Yeah, and then you know
Insane.
he's produced like half the Metallica albums, and he's produced like
Red Hot
he's done
Chili
all kinds of
Peppers.
crazy stuff.
Jay-Z,
Jay-Z.
99 Problems. Great
Yeah.
track. Great track.
That is a great track.
That's
That's
like
the
old
only
Beastie
album
Boys
of
kind of
Jay-Z
shit.
that I actually like.
It is. Yeah.
I'm not a Jay-Z fan, honestly. I never have been.
Yeah, but that track is good. It's good.
That album's great.
Yeah.
But
Did you hear the
yeah. Anyways,
Neil Diamond album he did? It was similar to what he did with
Yeah, I did hear it.
Johnny Cash. It was good.
Oh, Sherry. Yeah, it was good.
yeah. Between him, Russell, Pharrell, who else? There's like
Right.
one other person that's like they
Tim-
produce
Timbaland?
something like
I know you're going to
90
say Timbaland.
Yeah, Timbaland's one of them. Like they produce something like 90% of the music that comes out in the last 10 years. Something crazy.
Oh, there's that
number.
other guy too
Like,
from
dudes.
he's Dutch. That Dutch dude, whatever his name is, he's made he's written like every pop song, every
What is that guy's
diva
name?
that's come out with a hit song in the last 10 years has been this guy.
Yeah.
Who is
He's
it?
either
Oh,
Dutch or Swedish. Type in famous European film guy,
Film guy.
or I'm sorry, music guy.
Yeah.
Dutch producer.
His name is X100 or something. He's got
It's not Depot, right?
No, it's not
It's
Depot.
Depot American.
It's the Swedish guy.
You think it's Swedish? Yeah,
I
I'm
think
not
so.
Googling well right now. Max Martin? No.
That might be him.
Yeah, he did Baby One More Time. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, that fucking guy.
That guy.
There's another guy too, though.
I Want It That Way. It's Gonna Be Me. One More Night.
Well, there's
from
another
Maroon 5.
one.
Shake It Off by Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
Can't Feel
man.
My Face by The Weeknd. Yeah.
There's another guy. Hang on. There's two of them. Two Swedish guys. Shellback is the other guy,
Shellback. Haven't heard of that guy.
I guess. But
You should get him to produce one of your tracks, Mason.
meh.
Nah.
I've
All right.
given up on tracks.
I thank you both for joining me. I thank the viewers that viewed in today. And,
The pleasure was all yours.
Yep. I'll see everybody else on Tim's Live. Well, I won't see him, but I'll hear about him.
Today at 4. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
going to be on the news tonight too, man.
Oh, yeah. King 5
King 5.
with Jose Extreme. I meant to bring that up.
Extreme Jose.
Thank you. The coolest part about that, because I was around when the interview was happening, was all his skateboard decks at his house. I was just drooling, and like half of them are autographed, and they're just a great collection. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Extreme
Yeah,
Jose.
you did have a nice-
So yeah, it's going to be on the news tonight, and then on evening tomorrow. Is that what you said? Oh, evening doesn't play on the
Tuesday.
weekends. Tuesday.
Evening 7:30 on Tuesday, and then I think at 5:00 news tonight.
Cool. And then he's going to be a guest on Tim's Live today, right?
Yeah, he's gonna pop on and be and talk a little bit about it for a minute, and then
That's awesome. Cool. So yeah, everybody, tune in today at 4 p.m. Pacific. All right. Otherwise,
Cool.
maybe this show will be back in a few weeks. I don't know.
Maybe.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.